guys, Coach Tab here. It is Wednesday, December the 30th. We have one more day left. Well, one more sleep and 2 more days technically of this blasted year. Let's get rid of this year, out with 2020, bring in 2021, because I know it's got to be a lot better than what we just did. So speaking of the new year, it's time to kind of refocus. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve this year? This is the perfect time to kind of think. And we're not talking about like those cheesy New Year's resolutions that go out the door within the week. I want you to sit down and think about what you want to achieve, and then think about how are you going to get there. So what do you want? Again, realistically, what do you want? And then how are you going to get there? It doesn't necessarily only have to be training, but lifestyle goals, maybe goals with your workplace, social goals, whatever you've got. It's time to sit down and set some goals. If you need help with this, I'm your girl, or Bads is your girl. One of us is your girl. Please send us a note and we'll set up a goal setting session. And we'll we'll sit down and we'll talk things through, because sometimes it helps to actually sit down and vocalize, where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself accomplishing in 2021? So let's sit down, let's chat, give us a call, let's set up a meeting, goal setting sessions, 2021, let's go get them. What do we got on tap today? Here's your warm up. We got some skipping. So if you have a skipping rope, grab it. If you don't have a skipping rope or your ceiling height is too low, we're going to continue to work on those penguin hops. And I know the penguin hops, you might be like, these are stupid. They're going to help you create the proper rhythm for when you do have a skipping rope back in your hand. So we're all going to start, regardless of whether you have single unders or double unders, we're all going to start with 1 minute of regular single unders. So 1 easy minute of just getting into the rhythm, getting warm, 1 minute of single unders. From there, we're going to go for 30 seconds of shoulder circles and go for 15 seconds of shoulder circles forward, 15 seconds of shoulder circles backwards. We're going to get back to our skips in minute 3. And now we're going to look at single unders with a double under every 5. Now, if you have dubs, I want you to do this. It's going to help to work through control. If you don't have dubs, this is a way of learning and working through the dubs. If you're doing penguin hops, I want you to show me that transition. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a double. It's going to help you work with rhythm. You're going to have to think about it. Guaranteed, some of you guys might mess it up. Find that rhythm. From there, we're going to do 30 seconds of inchworms plus push-ups. So from the stand position, nice straight legs, we're going to hinge, I'm going to walk out, I'm going to push up, I'm going to walk back. We're doing that for 30 seconds. You're going to pick up your rope for the last minute. We have 1 full minute. If you got dubs, you're hitting dubs. If you got single unders, you're going to be practicing dubs. Or if you got penguin taps, you're either going to be doing dubs on the penguin taps, or single unders with a 5, or with a double under every 5 jumps. Here's your warm up. It's going to get your body nice and warm, blood pumping, maybe a little bit out of breath. Skipping for a minute's no joke. From there, we're going to get nice and mobilized. We're going to work through our front to back scales. We're going to go for 10 on my left side and 10 on my right. Now, taking a look at that scale, you might notice that one hip moves a little bit further than the other. That's just mobility. That's things we need to work on. This is going to work on solid balance through the hinge position. I got my one leg up. I'm going into T position. How high can you pick up your toe? And then swing back nice and strong. How deep can you get into that back scale? Front scale, back scale. Trying to keep your balance. You're going for 10 on your left leg. Switch legs, you're going to go for 10 on your right leg. From there, we're going to get even deeper into our hamstrings. We're going to go for 10 bootstrappers. I'm going to take a half step forward, my hips come back. I'm going to brush the floor. Half step forward, hips come back. Try and brush the floor. You're going to feel that deep in your hamstring. You're going to grab your broomstick or your hockey stick, go Team Canada. We're going to go work on 10 nice and slow pass-throughs. With every successful pass, bringing your hands a little bit close together, warming up our shoulders. Got a lot of full snatches coming in today, so we got to get those shoulders nice and mobile.
When you finish your passers, you're going to put that bar straight across your shoulders, not across your neck, but across your shoulders. You're going to bring your feet right underneath your hips. My chest is up. I'm going to push down into that good morning, and I'm going to come up and drive. So the key here is you're slow and controlled on the way down. You squeeze your hips on the way up. 10 good mornings. From good mornings, guys, what you're going to do is you're going to come up into that overhead squat position. You're going to set those feet. And what we're looking at, we're still trying to open up those shoulders. So your hands should be in that good lockout position. My head is through, arms are back, my hips are back. I'm all the way down, and I'm going to hold for 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to drive up. Now, when I'm at the bottom, for each pause, I want your chest up as high as possible. We don't want to look like we're in this position, so really try and get up, chest up high. If you really want to practice these, do these near a wall. So if you've got a clear enough spot on your wall that you can lock out with the stick, walk up close to the wall so the wall is as close to you as possible, and that's really going to help you get those hips back, chest up. 10, overhead squat with a 3-second pause. We're warm, we're ready. Here's your body armor for today. Just a little bit of body armor. We've had some tough WODs this week so far. It's only going to get tougher. We got the end of the year WOD. We got to go out with a bang. Body armor, 3 rounds, 10, right leg, left arm, Romanian deadlift. What does that look like? Means your weight is going across your body. So I got the weight in my left arm, my right leg is going to be that plant, my chest is up. I'm going to do that front scale and up. Now the key is as you get lower, I don't want to see your back just roll. I want you in a nice straight line as deep as you can to drive up and come back up. If you can't make it all the way down to the floor, that's okay. Get as deep as possible. We're working the hamstrings here, we're working the hips. Try and get as deep as you can and come back up. Your weight is aiming just in front of your right toe, or your big toe. You're going for 10 on that leg. We're going to switch legs. So we've got left leg planted, right leg with the weight, and I'm down, and I'm up, and you might find that one leg is better than the other. 10 on your left side, 10 on your right. Finish that. We're going to get down on the floor. Now you may or may not need to switch your weights here. We're going to be doing some renegade rows for our upper back. Number 1, your back stays flat. You're in a perfect plank position. So let's set up that plank where I'm in this perfect plank. I'm squeezing my butt and my shoulders are over my hands. A lot of times when people are doing renegade rows, they end up like this behind and the row comes back. I want you over the weights. Now, squeezing nice and tight. I'm going to squeeze my core, squeeze my butt as I pull up and back down. Pull up and back down. What I don't want to see is this, guys. The full bum wiggle. My bum wiggles to get up. My bum wiggles to get up. And you're doing a lot of this. No, I want you to focus on the plank first, the row second. With the row, your thumbs come up as high as they can. Try and get that thumb into your armpit if possible. Scale down the weights if you need to. What's one way to scale? Well, don't use 2 weights if it's hard to balance that plank. Go down to 1 weight and just push for 10 on one side before switching over. Really try and get that weight up high. A little bit of weight there will do the trick. You're doing 3 rounds of everything. It's going to get you nice and warm and activated for today's WOD. Snatch me if you can. 3 rounds. 12 full snatch. 24 cross over knee to elbow mountain climbers. 36 skips. You're going to rest 2 minutes. You're going to rinse and repeat 2 more times. So this is a sprint every single time. Hard work. Back off. Rest for 2 minutes. Trying to beat your time. Your score for today is the slowest time. All right, let's take a look at the movements. Full snatch, dumbbells. This is a difficult movement. Here are some mods. Number 1, the full snatch. As is. Dumbbell in between my legs. I'm going to pop, pull, and get under. Switch arms, pop, pull, and get under.
You're going to need some solid ankle mobility, hip mobility, and shoulder mobility to be able to pull that off. Option number 2, power snatch, set, overhead squat. Okay, so don't taking away that one full movement. Come on up, power snatch it first, come on down to the overhead squat. Now, some of you guys might find that one side is better than the other. You don't have to alternate, so it does not say alternating full snatch. If you can do, if you can do more on one side because it's your comfortable side that you can keep that weight up, and then that's the side you're going to work on. Preferably if you can balance off both sides, that would be awesome. But you pick your poison. Now, if shoulders aren't having this, if you can't do if you can't hold that overhead squat, this movement's going to change into a squat clean and a press, alternating legs. Squat clean and press. It's going to alternate into a cluster. Okay? That's if you can't do one of the other snatch variations. From there, getting down, we got 24 crossover mountain climbers. What do these look like? Number 1, I'm back in that plank position. Let me turn so you can see me. Number 2, my knees are down to the floor, so I'm in low bear. Number 3, my right knee goes to my left elbow and back. My left knee goes to my right elbow and back. So make sure you're always returning and you're staying long and low. What I don't want to see is super short movements. This is not what I want. I want full extension back every time. 24 crossover mountain climbers. Pick up your skipping rope. We got 36 double unders, 36 singles, 36 single penguin taps, or 36 double penguin taps. Rest for 2 minutes, rinse and repeat. Post your slowest score, not your fastest, your slowest. Can you be consistent? That's what we're looking at. Interval training at its best today. Canuck at home. You guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow. What are we doing? Have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow.